Welcome to the Dragon's Den. My name is Leo Drake, and thank you for spending part of your day here with me. Please consider subscribing as it is free and will not draw first blood. If you enjoy the video, click the like button and ring the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. In this video, we are ranking Rambo movies. I previously ranked Rocky movies, so if you have not watched that video, please do so. I will be discussing the Rambo movies during this video, so consider this your one and only spoiler warning. There are 5 movies in this list, so let's get to it. Number 5 is Rambo Last Blood from 2019. What is it with the 5th film in a Stallone franchise? First we had Rocky 5, and now this. Almost 4 decades since the original, John Rambo returns to American soil where he lives on a farm with Gabrielle, who is 17, and her guardian. Gabrielle wants to find her father, who lives across the border in Mexico, despite John and her guardian telling Gabrielle not to go on her own. The teenager does not listen. Shocker. Gabrielle is rejected by her father and goes with a friend to a local bar. Gabrielle's drink is spiked and her friend sells her out. When Gabrielle fails to return home, Rambo goes to find her. He attacks the cartel headquarters head on, which is a huge tactical error, and he is brutally beaten, leaving Gabrielle at the mercy of the cartel, who deal in drugs, prostitution, and human trafficking. Helped by a local journalist, Rambo returns after recovering from his injuries and rescues Gabrielle, but he is too late as she dies from an overdose on the way home. Rambo attacks the cartel, leaving a trail of blood in his home, which he has set up like an adult Kevin McAllister. Rambo is home alone when the cartel arrive, to be killed in a number of bloody and horrifying ways. This movie has a paper-thin plot which adds nothing to the Rambo filmography, apart from a couple of gruesome kills in the final act. Number 4 is Rambo 3 from 1988. After Rambo 2, John Jay remains in Thailand working at a local monastery, where he enjoys the peace and spirituality alongside some violent rope-bound boxing. Colonel Troutman seeks to recruit Rambo for a mission to Afghanistan, but Rambo declines the mission and the colonel is captured. Rambo agrees to go in after the colonel on an unsanctioned mission. Afghanistan is at war with Russia, who strike at an Afghan village Rambo is passing through on his way to the fort where the colonel is being kept. Rambo crosses a minefield before causing destruction at the fort. However, he is unable to free the colonel. Rambo is wounded and cauterizes the wound because chicks love a scar. The Russians go out looking for Rambo. He returns to the fort to rescue the prisoners, including the colonel. He requisitions a gunship before fighting in the mountain caves. At the end, Rambo's escape is blocked by the Russians until the Afghan rebels arrive to even the odds. Rambo drives a tank into a helicopter to kill the Russian general. The story is a little light here, and some of the scenes feel like they are meant to fill in time, but a pretty good movie overall. Number 3 is Rambo First Blood, Part 2 from 1985. Rambo is in a hard labour camp after his exertions in the original film. He's offered a chance at a pardon if he undertakes a dangerous covert mission in the Far East, rescuing prisoners of war. Rambo's orders are to get proof of POWs being held by taking photos and waiting for the cavalry. Rambo is no photographer. Rambo is due to parachute in but gets caught up, before rendezvousing with a female contact who escorts him to a boat where pirates have been paid to take them downriver. Rambo ignores orders and seeks to rescue the POWs alone. Pirates sell them out. I just don't know who you can trust anymore. But Rambo takes care of them on the enemy ship. At the extraction, Rambo is betrayed and captured as the US government were running the mission as a smokescreen to pretend they were looking for survivors. Russians tortured Rambo, but his female contact enters the base and helps him escape, although she dies. Rambo steals a helicopter and demolishes the camp and rescues the POWs. The movie does feel like an inspiration for the Expendables, and the film does not have the uniqueness of the original. Rambo is a great character, and there is a decent amount of action and violence to make it entertaining. At number 2 is Rambo from 2008, the only film in this franchise directed by Sylvester Stallone. Rambo owns a boat in Thailand, and church volunteers hire him to take them upriver to deliver aid to war-torn Burma. The boat is stopped by pirates, but Rambo remembers how to deal with pirates. The village where the volunteers set up is attacked. The film is very bloody and violent, sharing the realities of war. The volunteers are captured and Rambo is hired to take a group of mercenaries to rescue them. They enter the camp by stealth and rescue the hostages, but in the morning the alarm is raised and the Burmese army catches up with them at the boat. The final scene is utter carnage and Rambo finally goes home. This movie is very violent and certainly makes an impact.
Live for nothing, or die for something.
Number 1 is Rambo First Blood from 1982. They don't make movies like this anymore. The film has a good score and sees John Rambo return from Vietnam looking for his old army buddies. Rambo is the last of his regiment and comes to a small town called Hope, where everybody knows everybody else. The sheriff gives Rambo a ride out of town. Rambo does not take kindly to the sheriff's heavy-handed tactics. Rambo is arrested, stripped, and hosed down. Suffering from PTSD from the war, Rambo fights his way out and steals a bike. Pursued by the police, Rambo escapes into nearby woods. The police begin a search with dogs and a helicopter. Stallone does his own stunts, including a crazy jump across a gorge into a tree. Rambo sews up his own wound, showing great toughness and a steady hand. Rambo attempts to surrender, but it is too late. Rambo neutralizes the dogs. However, the manhunt escalates and Colonel Troutman arrives to collect Rambo. He did not come to save Rambo from the police, to save the police from Rambo. Rambo is an expert at guerrilla tactics, a weapon specialist and survivalist. He's a decorated Green Beret and war hero. They drew first blood. Rambo escapes through an old mine before stealing a truck and heading back into town. He blows up a gas station before systematically blowing up the whole town. Rambo takes down Sheriff Teasel, but is talked down by the Colonel. Even before the final scene, this movie is brilliant. Rambo says little during the film, which makes his dialogue at the end even more impactful. It changes the audience perspective of the movie and elevates it even higher. Rambo relives memories from Vietnam and cries, showing vulnerability that turns a killing machine into a man who is hurting. There is no question Rambo First Blood tops this list. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my list in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and remember to share it. I'm looking to post a new video every Monday, so be sure to come back for that and click the link on the screen to watch another of my videos. Until next time, hoorah!